Hey children, how are you? Hope so all are fine. So, I am the class teacher of 4th C, teaching you what subject? EVS. What subject do I teach? I teach the subject EVS. So, before we could go to the part 2, I would like to tell you a few points. Firstly, you might have written the slip test and many children have not submitted the slip test. See that it is completed and given on 15th without fail. It is very important, children. Hardly few papers I have got it. So please, if you have not completed, try to complete. This is the first point. And the second point, all are enjoying what? Your festival, Yallamasi, going to the field, isn't it? So, and you are going to celebrate Sankranti. I wish you and your parents a very happy Sankranti. Okay. Now, those who did not pay the fees, try to pay the fees at least by next week. Okay children, and see that you see the videos. While seeing the videos, have the textbook with you. Wherever new words are there, when we read, you please underline, note it down in the rough notebook and practice three times. In EVS, we have learnt in the previous class, which lesson? Can you remember? Which lesson is that? Our body, a wonderful machine. What is the name of the lesson? Our body. What type of our body it is? It is a wonderful machine. Why it is called wonderful machine? Can anybody tell me? Why it is called a wonderful machine? Machine, you have seen so many parts are there. At the same time, we are having so many parts. All the parts are working. Understood? In one or the other way, they are helping us. So, it is known as a wonderful machine. Then I had given you example of your mother cooking right from morning till night, how she works without taking the rest. Whereas, a few machines, they get rest. But we human beings, we keep on doing the work, isn't it? So, our body, a wonderful machine, we have learned part 1. Previous class, what did we learn? We have learned part 1. In part 1, what all we have learned? We have learned our sense organs. Which are our sense organs? Eyes, nose, ears, tongue, skin, isn't it? And each part, they are excretory organs and they are functioning, isn't it? And after that, what did we learn? We have learned about the skin, isn't it? About our body. Which organs protect our body? It is the skin covers our body. And we have learned what gives shape and structure to the body. It is the, I had told you, bones and the muscles. Can you see the muscles? No, you cannot see the muscles. Now, apart from this, what did we learn? We have learned all the important organs in our body. Which are those? I have told you, respiratory system, blood circulation, then again what else? Digestion and excretion. So I have explained you what is respiration. Can you tell me what is respiration? The process of taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide is known as respiration. Did you see in the EVS textbook? It is on page number 118. You have to read the definitions. Okay. Now, which are the parts of the respiratory system? The nose, the food pipe and the lungs. In other words, it is windpipe. Okay. Then, which organ absorbs the oxygen that is present in the air? It is the lungs. Isn't it? It is the lungs. So, what is this, children? I had told you to prepare previous class. What is this? This is the stethoscope. Spell the word stethoscope. S-T-E-T-H-O-S-C-O-P-E. What is this? This is the stethoscope used by the doctor. So what does he sees with the help of this stethoscope? He sees the heartbeat. How our heart beats. Previous class we have learned about the heart. So this is the structure of the heart. How the heart beats. Did you notice how many times the heart beats in a minute? How many times? At least 72 times. In a minute, the heart beats 72 times. And we have seen in the heart, it purifies the blood, isn't it? The blue part you can see, that is the impure blood, and where you see the red color, that is the pure blood. So what is the color of the blood? The color of the blood is red. And did you do this with the help of tubes? And what else? What did I tell you? With the tubes, funnel, rubber band, plastic sheet, and do the activity how to use this stethoscope. Okay. So this pipe what you are using to the right and left, these are the two pipes. When you keep this in the ear and keep the funnel, if you keep the funnel, in spite of this instrument, you are keeping the funnel, that is artificial. So when you keep it, you can see the heart beating. Okay, in a minute, how many times it beats? It is 72 times. Okay, fine. Now, we are going to learn something. Before we could go to the other organs, I would like to tell you only 2 points we have learnt about the bones. That is, the skin covers the body and the bones and the muscles give shape and structure to the body. But today we are going to learn something new. Can you see this? Are you getting scared? Huh? Are you getting scared? Where do you see this? You see in the hospital, in the laboratory. Again, where else? Even in the school laboratories, for any practicals they will be showing. In the medical colleges, you see this. And you see even in the house. Where do you find? In the TV. That is horror TV. Or even in the comics too. So when you see horror TV, in TV, that is horror channel, you see this. When you see this, you get scared. It is scary, isn't it? Then, what else? Now, you just touch your... Yes, children. What is this? This is the human. Today, what we are going to learn? We are going to learn our body, a wonderful machine, part 2. Previous class, we have finished part 1. And today, we are going to see part 2. So, what is this? This is the human skeletal system. Spell the word human. H-U-M-A-N. Human skeleton. S-K-E-L-E-T-O-N. Skeleton system. S-Y-S-T-E-M. System. So what are we going to learn today? About the human skeletal system. Okay. Now what do you see in this human skeletal system? You touch your parts of your body and you feel. Some parts are hard. That means there are bones. What are they? There are bones. Do you know how many bones are there in a human body? How many bones you can count? 206. Very good, children. Excellent. Very good. Keep it up. So how many bones are there? There are 206 bones. Okay. Now before you could learn the joints, you understood it is a skeletal system. But what is this? It is a framework. Okay. It is a framework of the body where the flesh is placed on it. What is placed? The flesh. Previous class we have learnt. The muscles are attached to the bones. Isn't it? In that way it is giving what? Shape to our body. This is the framework of the human skeleton. How many bones are there? 206 bones are there in a human body. Now can you tell me how many joints? You see so many joints in this human skeleton. Isn't it? How many joints are there? More than. Joints you know? What do you mean by joints? The bones connected. The bones connected. Okay. Connected from one part to the other. These are the joints. Okay. Then, can you tell me how many joints are there? There are more than 600 joints. How many joints? More than 600 joints. Got it, children? About it? How many bones are there? There are 206 bones. And how many joints are there? More than 600 joints. So, now this skeleton system, you have to know the bones. I have told you. There is another part of it that is called cartilage. Did you hear the name cartilage, children? Spell the word cartilage. Anyone? C-A-R-T-I-L-A-G-E. This skeleton system is made up of bones and special tissue. Okay, special tissue. What is that tissue called? It is called cartilage. What it is called? It is called cartilage. So this cartilage is found where? In and around the bone. Now see near the shoulder. You touch your shoulder. This bone is joined to this arm. Isn't it? And you touch your knees. You touch your hips. There are the joints. And you see the cartilage. You touch your upper ear. This is a soft bone. You can bend also. Okay. Again, where else you see? Nose. Huh? Sometimes you wipe your nose. It will move this right to the left. Why? Because there is cartilage. Is that clear for you? What is cartilage? It is a special tissue and it is found in and around our body. Okay? And it is not hard like bone. It is not hard like bone. Now this human skeleton is made up of, there are 6 main parts. Anybody, can you tell me? There are 6 parts. Who can tell me? Looking at this skeleton system, there are main 6 parts. One is skull. This head part. Can you say this head part? What it is called? Skull. What you are learning now? Main parts of human skeleton system. How many parts are there? The first part is called skull. Can anybody spell the word skull? S-K-U-L-L, skull. Okay, the head. Our head is protected by the skull. The eyes are there, the nose, mouth, tongue. All these are protected in the main part. And the second main part is backbone. What is the other name for the backbone? Backbone. Can you touch your backbone, children? Can you touch? You can touch only a little up to here. And you can touch here. Okay? And you can feel. So what is the other name for the backbone? It is also known as spine. S-P-I-N-E. Spine. And other words, it is also a vertebral column. What is it is? Vertebral column. When you go to the higher classes, you will learn detail about it. But to your 4th standard, you should know only the main parts. Okay? So what is this backbone? In other words, it is known as spine. S-P-I-N-E. It is also known as vertebral column. Can you tell me how many bones are there in the vertebral column? 33. Right from the neck up to the down. Total how many there are? There are 33 vertebral column. Now next, the third part. What do you see here? You see the lines, no? To the right, you see. To the left, you see. What is that? That is the rib cage. What it is called? Rib cage. Spell the word rib cage. R-I-B-C-A-G-E. Rib cage. You touch and you feel. You touch and feel whether there are ribs. And you know that in the previous class we have learned about lungs and the heart. It is situated in between this rib cage. Isn't it? See, the skeletal system is protecting so many organs. And the next is the shoulder bone. Can you see here? This is known as shoulder bone. Spell the word shoulder. S-H-O-U-L-D-E-R. Shoulder bone. You have shoulder bone to the right and also to the left. Next, what do you see here? Can you see this shape? What is this back part? What is this called? It is called hip bone. What it is called? The fifth part is hip bone. Okay? What is this? These are hip bone, or in other words, what it is called? It is called pelvis bone. What it is known as? Pelvis. P-E-L-V-I-S. Pelvis bone. What are these? These are the okay children, sorry, the spelling mistake. The fifth part is hip bone, or in other words it is pelvic bone. And the sixth part is, what is the sixth part? Can you tell me? Limbs. What are these? These are the limbs. Can you see these limbs, children? You can see in this picture well. What are these? These are the limbs. And spell the word limbs. L-I-M-B-S. Limbs. Okay. These are the main. And this is the longest bone. Thigh bone. Okay. This is the longest thigh bone. So what did you learn in the human skeleton system? You have learned how many bones are there. There are 206 bones. And how many joints are there? There are more than 600 joints. And main functions of the skeleton system are skull, this is the skull, then backbone, then rib cage, again what else? Shoulder bone, hip bone, skull, can you see? The main part, skull, rib cage, shoulder bone, vertebral column, then pelvic bone, then limbs. These are the 6 main parts of the human skeleton. Is that clear, children, about the human skeleton? Now, previous class we have learned about what? Respiratory system and blood circulation. Can you see this blood circulation? So, the blue part. What is that blue part? That is the impure blood. And you see the red part. What is that? That is the pure blood. Who does that cleaning and all? It is the lungs. Okay. It will come from the heart to the lungs. It will purify. Again it will go back to the heart and it will circulate to all the parts of the body. So what is the definition for blood circulation? You see on page number 120. Can you see the last paragraph? Page number 120. The pure blood which has oxygen reaches to all the parts of the body. How? Through blood vessels. Okay. This is what definition you got. Why I am telling you the page and for you to learn where is blood circulation. Okay. So 2 organs we have completed. Now which is the third organ? Can you tell me, children? Which is the third organ? Do you eat the food? Is there anyone not eating the food regularly? All are fond of eating the food. So sitting in the house, eating delicious food, all are increasing your weight, isn't it? But where does it go? Where does the food go? You know only it will go to the stomach. But what happens to the food? What happens to the food that you eat? So in detail we are going to learn okay, children. What are the important functions of our body? In the previous class we have learned. Which is the first one? It is respiratory system. We have learnt in detail about the respiratory system. Second, what did we learn? About the blood circulation. Spell the word blood. B-L-O-O-D, blood. C-I-R-C-U-L-A-T-I-O-N. Why do I repeat again and again? For you to get the correct pronunciation of that big letter. Okay. So you have learned what is respiratory system, important organs, and what is blood circulation, about the heart, how it works, where it is located, what is the size, all that we have learned in the part 1, that is in the previous lesson. Now, which is the third one? The third one comes digestion. Spell the word digestion. D-I-G-E-S-T-I-O-N. Everybody eat food, isn't it? So do you eat the food regularly? But some are very fussy, isn't it? They like to eat selected food. But you have to eat all vegetables, fruits. In previous class you have learned how to practice the healthy habits to keep your respiratory system, your blood circulation. In the same manner, even digestion plays a very important role in our body. We eat the food, But where does it go? You know only it will go to the stomach. After that what happens? Do you know what happens? So we are going to learn in detail. Now I showed you about the human skeleton, how it is the framework of our body, and how the skeleton is protecting our important organs. Isn't it? If there is no skeleton, do you think the important organs will function? No. Have you seen the snake of the shape of the body of a snake? Does it have the shape like us? No. It is different. So it keeps rolling, sprawling in the ground. Isn't it? Now, do you like to learn more detail about the digestion? Now we have learned the food we eat. Okay, it goes inside the stomach. There are so many organs playing a vital role for the digestion. So which are those organs that keeps moving from one organ to the another organ? It starts right from the mouth. Can you see this digestive system, children? What is this? This is the digestive system. What is this? This is the digestive system. Please take out your EVS textbook. Have the pencil in your hand, and that is page number 122. What I say, you keep on writing with the help of the pencil. Why? Because there are some dashes where you have to fill. Where it is? It is on page number 122. Look at the picture and write the names of those organs. So which is the first organ? The first organ, what do you see? It is the mouth. Spell the word mouth. You have to see, children, correctly. Why? Because you have to draw this diagram. I will show you how to draw. First, you are going to write the parts of it. Then I will give the functions of it. Then after that, we'll play a game about the functions, and then we'll draw the diagram of the digestive system. So what is the first thing we do? It is the mouth. Do you have the mouth? God has given us the mouth. So we eat through the mouth. So the first one is mouth. Write there, mouth. M-O-U-T-H. Where you are going to write? You are going to write on page 122. There are 7 points are there. So seeing this figure, you are going to write. There is a figure even in the textbook. You can see even that. And the second one is what? This is in the textbook. It is given food pipe. So you write there food pipe. Number 2, what it is written there? Food. F-O-O-D. Food. P-I-P-E. Pipe. Food pipe. And the third one. What do you see here? You see the stomach. You can touch and see. All have stomach, isn't it? Spell the word stomach. S-T-O-M-A-C-H. Stomach. Okay? Right there. For third one. First one is mouth. Second one is food pipe. Third one is stomach. The fourth one. Can you see inside? Pinkish in color. What is this pinkish in color? It is small intestine. What is that called? Small. S-M-A-L-L. Small intestine. I-N-T-E-S-T-I-N-E. This part is known as small intestine. Sidewards you can see a big one. Right from right, again upward, again sideward. What is that called? It is called large intestine. What it is called? Large, L-A-R-G-E, large intestine. And the next. So, this is the small intestine, and this is the large intestine, and the last part, what do you see? It is anus. A-N-U-S. So in the book it is given only one more point we have left, children, sorry. Throat. After mouth, what is given there? Throat. What is that? Spell the word throat. T-H-R-O-A-T, throat. First, mouth. You can see the mouth, your mouth. Then second one is throat. Okay. Then third comes food pipe. Then next comes stomach. The second one is throat. Third one is food pipe. Fourth is stomach. And fifth one is small intestine. The sixth one is large intestine. And the last one is anus. Did you get the different parts of the digestive system? Which are those? Mouth, throat, food pipe, stomach, large intestine, small intestine, anus. Apart from that, we have few more. I'll just tell you. That is liver. Can you see here? Dark coffee color. That is called liver. Liver plays a very important role, isn't it? Now next, down you can see light greenish below the stomach. What are they? They are pancreas. Okay. Now these parts of the body, we are going to learn each part about its function. We said the food we eat moves from organ to organ. How does it move from organ to organ? We are going to see. Now there are some questions. You have to write the answer over there in the textbook itself, page 122. The first question, have you written the names of the organs? Which are those organs? Mouth, throat, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and anus. Next, write the parts of the mouth. Which are the parts of the mouth? Can anybody tell? Parts of a mouth. Mouth is having the parts. Okay. Which are those parts of the mouth? Teeth. Okay. You have teeth, inside the mouth. You have right there teeth. Apart from teeth, what do you have? What do you have? Tongue. Good. What do you have? Tongue. Spell the word tongue. T-O-N-G-U-E. Tongue. What are these? These are the parts of a mouth. Now next, which part of the mouth is helpful for chewing food items? Which part? Shall I show you the picture? What is this? What is this? Teeth. All are having teeth? How many teeth do you have? 32. In children, how many they are? 28. Okay. When you grow up, the other 4 wisdom teeth, all those teeth will come. But in the children, it is 28. So, which part of the mouth is helpful for chewing the food? It is teeth. Can you see beautiful teeth in the picture? Spell the word teeth. T-E-E-T-H, teeth. The next. Now what is the function of the tongue? Okay, teeth. What is the function of the teeth? Teeth helps to make small particles to break into smaller ones. And what is helping for the teeth? It is the tongue. Tongue helps to chew the food. Okay. And what juice is present? Salivary juice. And after that, when the food is made soft, what happens? It will reach. Where it will reach? What we eat. Food is chewed in the mouth with the help of the teeth and tongue. So what is the function of the tongue? Tongue helps the food to move side by side. Okay. And what is the function of the teeth? It helps to break the particles into smaller ones. After eating in the mouth, where does it enter? From the throat to food pipe. Food pipe, it passes. Where does it pass? It passes through the food pipe. Can you see this food pipe? This center part. What is this? This is the food pipe. So, take out page 23. You can see in your textbook the food pipe. So, what is the function of the food pipe? The food what is chewed, it passes through the food pipe and reaches where? It reaches to the stomach. What is this? This is the stomach. All are having stomach? So spell the word stomach. S-T-O-M-A-C-H, stomach. You can see in this picture clearly. What is this? It is a stomach. Slightly it is like a bean shape. Have you seen beans? You eat, soya beans and all you eat. It is just like a shape of the bean. Okay, like curved. So, now what is the function of this stomach? Now you have seen what is the work of the mouth. You have seen what is the work of the throat. Hence the food passes through the food pipe. And what the food pipe will do? Again it will pass from the food pipe to the stomach. So what is the work of the stomach? The food gets digested in the stomach. What happens? The food we eat, it gets digested in the stomach. And it will stay there for how many hours? It will stay there for at least 3 to 4 hours. How many hours? 3 to 4 hours. Okay. So, from the stomach, where does it will go? See how the organ is working one by one? It will go through the small intestine. What is this? This is the small intestine. Where is it? Inside your body. Can you see it? No. So what happens here in the intestine? The food which is digested in the stomach, how much it is digested, after that it will enter into the small intestine. And what is not digested in the stomach, it will get digested in this small intestine. Okay. After that, what does it do? The digested food reaches blood through small intestine and it reaches to all the parts of the body. I have showed you the blood after the digestion. What happens? The blood is passed to all the parts of the body, that is red in color. Can you see this? Okay, children. Good. So, did you get the function of the small intestine? From the stomach, it reaches to the small intestine. What is not digested in the stomach, it will get digested in the small intestine and then the blood. Okay. And the digested food reaches the blood through different parts of the body. This is the function of the small intestine. After that, what happens? Still there are some unwanted waste in our body. In your house, if any waste is there, you put it in the dustbin. But inside the body, what happens? The waste product, the waste that is undigested food will enter into the large intestine. This is the large intestine. Okay. So, this large, all the waste product which is in the body, it comes, that is undigested food, it enters in the large intestine and it comes out from where? It comes out from anus. Early in the morning you get up, isn't it? You will have good sleep When you get up in the morning, where do you run, children? You run to the washroom. So what is that? That is nothing but unwanted waste will go in the toilet. Is that clear for you? Now can you tell me what is digestion? Who can tell me what is digestion? I have showed you part by part. That is the function of the mouth. Mouth, it helps us to chew the food, swallow the food, then through the throat, the food is passed through the food pipe. From the food pipe, it will reaches to the stomach. In the stomach, it will get digested to some extent, and it will remain for how many hours? It will remain for 3 to 4 hours. Then after that, where it will reach? It will reach to the small intestine. Here also, the thing which is not digested will get digested, and unwanted thing, what happens? It comes out in the through the large intestine in the form of from the anus, that is called feces. Feces is nothing but morning when you rush to the washroom. The unwanted thing is thrown away. So what is digestion? The process by which the food get digested. The process by which the food get digested and reaches the blood. And reaches the blood is known as digestion. So this definition is there on page number 123. Okay, keep your finger and just read it. The process by which the food gets digested and reaches the blood is called digestion. Is that clear for you, children? Now this different parts of the digestive system you have learnt. So shall we play a game on it? Shall we? So I have, what did I teach you about the digestive system? First is from the mouth, that is teeth, then from throat, through the food pipe, this is the food pipe, then from there where it will reach? Stomach, from stomach, small intestine, this is small intestine, and this is the large intestine, and unwanted comes out from the anus. So children, what is digestion? The process by which the food get digested and reaches the blood is known as digestion. So spell the word digestion. D-I-G-E-S-T-I-O-N. Okay children, have you understood the different parts of the digestive system and what is digestion? So, in the respiratory you have cultivated to practice some healthy habits. In the same manner, you have to cultivate some good food habits. What you have to cultivate? You have to cultivate some good food habits. It is given on page number 124. Few points are there. What is the first point? You have to wash your hands. Wash your hands when? When you must have washed your hands? Before eating and after eating. Okay children? The first point is, yes children, we are going to learn some good food habits. What is the first point? You have to wash your hands. When are you going to wash your hands? Before going to eat, you have to wash your hands. You have cultivated that in the classroom, isn't it? Previous, when you used to come to the class, your teacher might have explained you, and practically she has sent you before eating the food, you have to wash your hands. Okay, you have to wash your hands before, and after taking the food also, you have to wash your hands and keep neat and clean. And the second point is what? The second point is, Eat fibrous food. What you have to eat? Eat fibrous. Spell the word fibrous. Fibrous. Fibrous food. So which are the fibrous food? Which are the fibrous food? Or do you like radish? Huh? What is the color of the radish? White in color, isn't it? But many don't like radish. But you have to eat. It is very good for the digestion. Okay. One is radish. Another one is beans. Do you eat beans? Do all eat beans? How many are fond of beans? Many don't like beans, but you have to eat. Why? Because fibrous content is more in radish and also in the beans. Okay, that is the second point. And third point is eat fresh and healthy food. What kind of food you must eat? You have to eat fresh and healthy food. You have to eat fresh and healthy food. What is the next point? Clean your mouth, eyes, ears, teeth, nose, everything neat and clean. But here we have learnt about the food, isn't it? What you have to keep the clean? Mouth. You have learnt the first point. You have to wash the hands before eating the food, after eating the food. But after that what you have to do? You have to wash your mouth. Why? Because small particles will be stuck in between the teeth. Okay. If you don't gargle with the help of the water, you see that a bad smell comes out of it. And it is a very bad habit. So what you have to do? The mouth, teeth and tongue. You have to keep your mouth, teeth and tongue after eating the food. And the next point is chew the food properly. Some will eat hari bari. If you eat hari bari, what happens? The food will get stuck in the throat. Again you have to drink the water. So you have to eat. The next point is eat the food slowly and properly. And it is better to eat once in 4 hours. At a time you don't eat full. Once in 4 hours you eat little by little. When you go to the doctor, even doctor advises you. So these are the few good food habits you have to cultivate. What is the first one? Wash your hands before and after eating food. And second one, eat fibrous food that is rich in radish and beans. Third point, eat fresh and healthy food. And the fourth point is clean your mouth, teeth, tongue after eating the food. And the next is chew the food slowly and properly. And how many times you have to eat in a when you should eat the food? It is better to eat after 4 hours. So these are the few good food habits. So have you understood few good habits? Shall we draw the diagram of the digestive system? You have to practice the diagram of digestive system. I'll just show you how to draw the digestive system. Then after that we shall go for the game. What are the functions you have read? Okay. And after that I am going to ask you few questions. Is that clear for you children? Okay. So first what you have to do is you have to what you are going to draw? You draw the nose. Okay. What is this? The nose. Then after this is the head of course and this is the eye. So this organ. What is this? This is the mouth. What is the second one? You have learned. This is the throat. Spell the word throat. T-H-R-O-A-T, throat. So what is this? This is the food pipe. What is this? This is the food pipe. After that, what you have to do? You have to draw the stomach. Okay, what is this? This is the stomach. S-T-O-M-A-C-H, stomach. Then after this, what you are going to do? You are going to draw first the large intestine, children. What is this? This is the diagram of large intestine. Okay. Can you see? Then after that, what you are going to do? This is the large intestine. Shall I show you here? Like flower, isn't it? It is looking like a flower. Okay, this is the large. Then inside, what do you see? This is the, what it is? Large intestine. And inside, what do you see? It is the small intestine, isn't it? You have seen in the picture. Okay children, what is this? This is the mouth, throat, food pipe, stomach, and from there, this is the large intestine. There is no space, children. So I have done it sideways. This is the large intestine, and this is small intestine, and this is anus. Okay. From the mouth, the food passes to the throat, then food pipe, then reaches to the stomach. It is get digested, stay for 3 to 4 hours, and then it will come your way. It will come in the small intestine. Here you can see this is the small intestine. What is not digested, it will get digested over here, and unwanted food will be coming out from the large intestine in the form from the anus in the form of feces. Okay, this is what, and you have learnt about the human skeleton system and digestive system, all the parts of the. Okay children, have you understood the digestive system? How to draw? Please practice in the rough notebook how to draw the digestive system. First from the mouth, then throat. I have showed you part by part. Just you practice. Okay? That is your homework. So let me ask you some questions. Have you understood what is digestion? Who can tell me what is digestion? Yes, please tell me what is digestion. The process by which the food gets digested and reaches through the blood in different parts of the body is called digestion. Okay. Now about human skeleton we have learnt, and so many the functions of the body organ digestive system organs we have learnt. So before I could play a game about the organs of the digestive system. Now tell me how many bones are there in a human body. It is 206. Okay. And how many joints are there? More than 600 joints are there. So who can tell me what is the meaning of cartilage? Cartilage is a tissue. It is a tissue which is connected to the bones. Where do you find? You see on the shoulder. and you see on the ear and on top of the nose. Is that clear? Then, can you tell me which are the main parts of the human skeleton? One is skull, shoulder bone, then ribs, backbone or vertebral column, hip bone, then limbs. Isn't it? Is that clear for you? This much is clear for children. Now I am going to play a game about the functions of the organs. Okay? Let me see how much you have understood. Okay, who will lift the chit, children? Yes. Can anyone help me in picking up the chit? So what is this? These are the chits. Okay. These are the chits where we have learned the important functions of these parts of the digestive system. So small intestine. I got small intestine. What is the function of the small intestine? The food is further digested in the small intestine and it reaches the blood through all the parts of the body. Then next, who will pick? What is that, child? It is 2 good food habits. So what are the 2 good food habits? Wash your hands before and after eating the food. Eat fibrous food like radish and beans. And wash your mouth, teeth, tongue, etc. And eat fresh and healthy food. Very good. Okay. Then next, what is that? It is the digestive organs. These are the digestive organs. Mouth, throat, you have written in the textbook. So food pipe, stomach, large intestine, small intestine and anus. So you practice the diagram, children. Okay. Let me see next. Then next. What is this? This is the large intestine. So what is the function of the large intestine? The unwanted food, that which is not digested, it will pass through the large intestine and comes out in the form through the anus in the form of feces. Okay. I had told you example, even in the class you tell, Miss, washroom, Miss, urgent, Miss, why do you run? Huh? Because to remove all the waste which is inside our body. Okay. Now next, which is this? Teeth. What is the function of the teeth? The teeth helps the particles to break into small pieces and helps us the food to chew properly. Okay, children, is that clear for you? Have you understood the human skeletal system and the digestive system? So next class we are going to learn another organ, that is excretory organ, and some important points too. How to keep the excretory organs in the proper functioning. See how much the organs, each organ is playing a role. So what is this? This is the stomach. So when you eat the food, where does it reach? It reaches into the stomach. It gets digested to some extent, and after that what happens? It will remain for 3 to 4 hours and then it will pass into the small intestine. And the last one, what is that? Food pipe. So where do you see the food pipe? That is in the center. Okay. What we eat the food, it passes through the throat and from there to the food pipe and reaches the stomach. Is that clear for you? Each and every function is done clearly, children. Don't make a mistake. Try to draw the digestive system and learn each function, even the human skeleton system too. I showed you all the human skeleton system, how many bones are there, how many joints are there, isn't it? You might have learned even in the lower classes too. So you better read the lesson, all the definitions like respiratory system, blood circulation, and third one is digestion, that is digestive system, and which is the main system protect us. It is the skeleton system. It is the framework of our body. If there is no skeleton system, these organs will never be located. Isn't it? They never play a role. Because of the skeleton system, our important organs are being protected. You might have noticed in the house, if any part of the organ is not working, what you do? You immediately rush to the hospital and you try to take as early as possible the medicine, injection given by the doctor. So first activity you have done about the stethoscope, using the pipe, using T-shape, eraser and funnel and tubes, plastic tubes. Is that ready? And please try to submit your slip test paper on 15th. It is very important, or else you will be losing the marks. Of all subject, I do not only EVS. I want all English, Kannada, Maths, EVS, all the subject. Please submit it on 15th. Once again, I wish you all happy Sankranti. Enjoy nicely, be healthy, be good, and eat the food healthy and maintain your body healthy. Is that clear, children? Okay, bye. Thank you. See you in the next class.